Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Ooh, I swallowed that coffee real hard. This is my first cup of the day. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon here, and I woke up at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll explain later, but I'm coming at you with some old hair. And I just wanted to sit down, hang out with you guys, because I told you guys it's been a while since I've like just sit down, talk, chat video. I know you guys miss these types of videos, so I, want to try to implement them. I wanted to just do like a quick wash day. A lot of this wash day is going to be Pattern Beauty because I'm getting ready to film with the styling custard. They sent this to me. I still can't believe Pattern Beauty sent me anything. I can't believe they know who I am. Shooketh, I know. So yeah, I am going to basically make this a mostly Pattern Beauty wash day. I have the shampoo here. I literally have like, I might have to reach for my big bottle because this is basically empty. Like it's like right here. I think I'll probably be able to get enough shampoo out of it for one use because the actual hole in the bottom of the packaging is like made to be really big so it can be refilled. So I'm sure there's probably a lot of product sitting in there. And then I'm going to use this medium conditioner for Curlies. I got this in a curl box, and I really wanted to try it and see how it goes because I have the heavy conditioner for coilies. That one is bomb. That's the one that I suggest to everybody. Like everyone, when these products came out, went and got the intensive conditioner. I feel like the heavy conditioner for coilies is what more people should have gotten, because that one can also be used as a deep conditioner, not just the intensive one. So I got the medium conditioner in a curl box, and I figured I would use this one just to help detangle. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go in with a detangling brush. It depends on how things feel. My hair actually isn't that bad. I could totally refresh this and go about my business, but it's time for a wash. And then to deep condition, I'm trying to decide between these two. I usually don't like do a rinse out conditioner and a deep conditioner, but I'll explain partially why I'm doing that when we get into things. But I feel like I break a lot of my hair rules when I'm trying to like use up products. Do y'all do that? But I know I do. Like a lot of times when I'm trying to use stuff up, I'm like, man, I don't care. I'm gonna just use both of them. So I'm trying to decide whether I want to use this passion fruit and flax treatment therapy mask or the Juicy Curls hair mask. I haven't used either one of these in a while. I need to get some use out of them. So I figured I would use one of those. I'll figure out which one I'm gonna use by the time, we get to the end of this video. So that's what we're going to be doing today. It's just going to be a really easy, just chatty wash day. Because I'm not feeling my best, and we're gonna get into that. So yeah, if you are interested in seeing me just do a little wash day, have some chit chat, catch up, just kind of all come back together, because I know I really I did the most. I did it on purpose. We're gonna talk about that, so we can just kind of all come back and regroup. So if you're interested in just sitting down and chatting with me, then just keep on watching. All right, in the words of my boo, Zach Campbell, let's get into this Gigiana. I'm just gonna go ahead and start shampooing. But yeah, I did want to come through and just say thank you to everybody that, engaged with and responded to my little rant video. I know I made a lot of people mad, and I'm okay with that. One thing about me is that I don't post anything that I am not comfortable with standing by. I know a lot of people have feelings about, YouTubers complaining to their audiences and stuff like that. I get it. It's not something that a lot of people like. And it's funny because, now it's like all of a sudden I'm like a minor topic of conversation because I guess I just upset people that much. I understand because I think from your perspective, you feel like, okay, well, I'm here pretty much every video. Like, why are you telling me this? And just for some extra context, And remember that like, I just sat down and filmed that video. High key, I wasn't even about to post it. I pretty much sat down and filmed that video just to get it off my chest. And my intention was to basically just like toss it. But I felt compelled to post it. And whenever I feel like I really need to post something, my intuition is never really wrong, you know? Are there other ways to go about things? Absolutely. But I feel like I did what I needed to do for myself at that moment. And I feel like the people that I needed to see it saw it. And the things that I got out of it were exactly what I needed. And when I say that, I think people think it's an exaggeration when we talk about how nasty people can be when you don't give them the content that they want, which is ironic because it's like, if you put this much energy into actually engaging with the content that you asked me to make anyway, then you wouldn't be over here harassing me when I decide to stop doing it, right? But at the end of the day, I had to address my core audience because the massive amounts of problematic behavior that I've been getting either in the comments, which a lot of you guys don't see because I'm quick. I would say like when my videos hit, I spend 50% of my time deleting hate comments and spam because YouTube doesn't do a good job of filtering it out. So either in the comments, yeah, there's plenty in the bottom of this and like the little cap part, so I'll be good. Or in my DMs. And I think the thing that has been shocking to me and kind of, I don't know, like saddening to me is that these aren't new people. A lot of these people are people that I'm sure y'all see in the comment sections all the time. People that have been here for years. It's not new people coming on and getting snippy and getting nasty. It's people that have been here and have started to feel way too comfortable saying and acting on whatever they want because they feel like, because of the proximity and the closeness that I have created with you guys, they feel like that behavior is okay. And I don't know how many times in the last month I have had to ask people to please respect my boundaries. And that ask has been met with, but this is your job. You need to do your job. I don't care about your boundaries, essentially. I've had to block a good 25 to 30 subscribers in the last month. That's a lot for me. I feel like in general, this channel is a very positive platform. I would say maybe every time I hit a new milestone, you know, I end up with another 1,000 subscribers or whatever, I have an influx of new people that come on and complain. And those are new people, and I just tell them, you know, at the end of the day, this is what's working for my channel. I'm sorry if you don't like it, and that's okay. Like, I may not be the person for you. And once that wave dies down, like it's fine. But it's definitely turned into a situation of, it's not just people not watching the videos, but people not watching the videos and then literally hitting me with complete vitriol because I choose either not to do the content or I choose to put it somewhere else. And so while there are a lot of you guys that are here and positive, and unfortunately, there is definitely a subculture of my core audience that has completely taken advantage of the type of space that this is, and have kind of backed me into a corner, essentially. And I think for audiences, you don't get it because you don't have to live through it. But for me, I think to a point, I don't want to say that I want to alienate you guys, but I feel like there were certain people that needed to hear what the fuck I had to say for me to get them to leave me alone. The only way for me to do that was to address all of y'all, you know? And for the most part, it's like I put at the beginning of that video, the majority of what I had to say was not directed at my audience, but directed as the natural hair community as a whole. Because this community does have a really big issue. It's crabs in a barrel, right? Like, we've been talking about this literally since the beginning of time when it comes to Black people, and that we get really invested in wanting people to stay a certain way for us. A lot of brands have this issue too, wanting to expand, and realizing how much hate they get when they decide that they want to do more. Even though that's their right, you know, at the end of the day, like, from a business standpoint, like, it's if you have certain places you want to go, there are certain things that you have to do from a business standpoint to get there. And staying in somebody else's lane isn't necessarily going to get you there. So, like I said, majority of what I said really is just the community as a whole. And at the end of the day, I'm never going to stop giving my commentary on the community, because there's always things that we can work on. There are things that I can work on, etc., etc. But, you know, it was just interesting. Like, people will kind of try to throw your content under the bus, but at the same time, it's like, but you've been here watching and not complaining, like, you know. So that just kind of is what it is. But I feel like overall, with the exception of like one comment, I got a lot of great feedback. Some of us kind of had it out in the comments. And I mean, at the end of the day, I think that happens because both sides are very passionate. But I was really surprised by how many of you guys were literally like, yeah, I don't engage with any of the people that I want to see enough. A lot of you guys said you're really tired of not seeing the people that you subscribe to. You're really tired of having to fish to find your favorite YouTubers who are literally posting like 2 to 3 times a week, and you never get notified. Guys, I know all of this, okay? I know that YouTube be playing a lot of y'all, because sometimes you guys will hit me up and you'll be like, Brie, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, why? And you're like, because you haven't been posting and I thought maybe something was wrong. And I'm like, sis, I posted like 6 videos in the last 2 weeks. Like, what do you mean? And y'all are like, what? You know? So I know that is also happening too. And a lot of that is just, you know, people who are playing up to the algorithm are going to get pushed more. I don't necessarily play up to the algorithm because there are certain things that I'm just not willing to do. There is a line, an ethical line, that I'm not willing to cross. And so there are definitely some other people in the community that have a whole lot to say about smaller creators complaining, but then at the same time, it's like, but y'all will literally do a video complaining to your audience like every 2-3 months about how so-and-so hates Black people and how y'all need to stop supporting this person and that person, as opposed to actually, like, I don't know, cleaning up your own behavior. So I don't necessarily listen to every single person that's my peer. I don't take advice from everybody, because not everybody out here is trying to see me win, and not everybody out here has advice that is going to work for me and who I am at my core. But I have gotten a lot of great feedback from other creators who I trust, some that I'm going to be, you know, just talking to, having meetings with, because that's the thing too, like me and a lot of my YouTube friends, we all feeling the exact same way. Like, it's not like this is all just me, you know. But I did get one really good question, just somebody wanting to know, like, what can we as an audience do to help? Because they're fed up too. I was just surprised with how many of you guys were fed up with this in the same way that I'm fed up with it. And that's kind of sad. And I feel like really more than anything, you know, I think a lot of us come from that era of YouTube where if somebody posted a video, like that was it. The people that watched them watch it, and that was it. Like you didn't have to worry about your audience not seeing your content, right? Maybe other people, but you knew at least the people that watch you were going to see your content. And a lot of it is just engagement. Hit that like button if you like it. If you don't like it, it's okay to give me a dislike, even though I don't get a lot of dislikes, which is weird. I really don't. But, you know, like it, dislike it, whichever one you feel. Leave me a comment, you know. Comments really, really help. I always tell people, like, you know, when it comes to views, I would rather have 100 to 200 views on a video and have a full comment section than have, you know, 100,000 views on a video and literally have nobody to talk to but spam, you know? So, if you watch the video, you know, leave me a comment, you know, help me help you in that kind of sense. Let me rinse my hair and I'm going to finish this thought. All right, we got clean scalps in the house. I just always, like, do y'all see how plump my hair is? I love that shampoo so much. Like, I don't know what Tracy put in that shampoo, but it's good. So continuing that thought, and then we're going to move on to other things. But yeah, just making sure that, you know, you leave a comment. Like, if you really like the video, sharing it always helps too. It's amazing how much traction you can gain off of a share. It's kind of wild. I feel like even though, you know, YouTube, I don't really kind of fuss with shares as much because I feel like a lot of my content isn't necessarily shareable. Like I make brew a cup of tea or some coffee, grab a blanket and sit down type of content. I feel like when it comes to natural hair, like my content is not necessarily very commercial. And so I don't really focus on shares a lot, but if you do feel compelled to share, it's always appreciated. But also like this time of year, you know, holidays coming up, everybody gonna be doing sponsored content. That's, you know, this time of year helps a lot for us because it is a big money maker for us. And so just being understanding of the fact that most of us are going to get calls and emails to do work this time of year, that a lot of our content may be sponsored. Now I'm gonna go in with the medium conditioner for Curlies. She's still kind of thick though, like she kind of having a hard time getting out of here. I think some of it is just like the packaging too, but that's what she looks like. So it's still thick, creamier and a little bit looser than the heavy one though. Actually a lot more loose now that I'm running it through my fingers. And this one has more slip than that one too. But yeah, just making sure that you're watching at least a minute of those ads. You know, those of you who like sit through every ad, you are literal angels from above. I don't know how you do it. I'm a YouTuber and I struggle with it. Like the fact that they will literally take other people's YouTube videos and like give you a 15-minute ad, like YouTube be bugging, bruh. So I totally get that. But honestly, like a lot of it is just really simple. I think it, you know, it will seem like a lot more work, but it's like I commented to one of you guys. I don't expect you to be glued to my channel every second of every day. You know, I don't expect that of anybody. And at the end of the day, you don't have to watch my videos. I'm well aware of this. I get this. Trust me, I don't think I'm entitled to anything. Because if I ever really felt that way, then I just wouldn't be here. Because you will be disappointed time and time again being on social media. Why is this so hard to get out? But, you know, at the same time, it's like I said, I'm definitely hitting a point in my viewership that people feel incredibly entitled to my time, incredibly entitled to my work. Oh, There was a seal on it. That might be why it's hard to get out. Okay, guys, it's not that hard to get out. I'm just slow. So yeah, I definitely felt like I had to kind of break that cycle, you know? At the end of the day, I know a lot of people feel like, oh, you're just doing it to get a bunch of views. Guys, my rant videos never get a bunch of views. So when I do them, I'm not doing them in the mindset of trying to get noticed, because I could care less. I mean, honestly, the only videos that I do that really get a ton of views are like when I really have to go in on a brand. And that's far and few between. Okay, yeah, that's much easier. Take the damn seal off, Brie. That's far and few between. So yeah, at the end of the day, that video reached who I felt like I needed to reach. And I know that it may have upset some people, turned some people off, what have you. But my DMs and my comments already look a lot nicer, and it's only been a few days. I'm just saying. Hopefully, well, actually not hopefully, I don't think I'm ever going to have to do a video like this again, because I'm the type of person, like, once I put that bitch in writing, once I put that bitch on camera, I'm not going to keep coming back and saying it. Like, I said what I said, I felt what I felt, and I'm going to move on. You know what I'm saying? But I did just, you know, a lot of you guys asked that same question of, like, what more can we do? And it's just, you know, that little thing, you know, the people that you really want to see, just make sure you're engaging with them. If you feel like you're not seeing the people that you want to see and the people that you're subscribed to, so many of you guys express that you don't see the people that you love the most. And that's kind of where that comes in. I mean, I say the same thing with like 4C content all the time. A lot of 4C creators have dipped because they just don't get the same engagement, and it feels like nobody is doing this content. But in actuality, nobody is engaging with this content, so it's not being shown to you. And it's like, 4C women, at the end of the day, like, that's what they have, you know? So if you're not being honest and that you want to see 4C hair, then eventually a lot of those people are going to move on. And I'm thankful that there are still people rocking it out regardless, you know? And just finding other ways to be seen. But yeah, and then too, like, if there's certain type of content that you don't like, remember that when you go on that person's channel and to complain, you're just giving them more engagement. Like, you're just fueling that more. You're just gonna see them more because you went and engaged with the person that you said you don't like, but you didn't engage with the person you said you do like. So also remember that is counterproductive. If you see something that you really don't like, the best thing you can do is just click out, you know? Don't engage with it, because you're just going to add more momentum to that flame as opposed to adding that momentum back into the person that you said you really wanted to see. So those are just like little mindfulness things. But overall, like, I feel like we had really great discourse in that comment section. A lot of you guys, like I said, just surprised that you felt the same way. And I also am really grateful for those of you that got off that video and went back to all the other videos that you didn't watch and commented on them. Like, that was so sweet. I was not expecting that. A lot of those videos that were kind of struggling got an extra like 100 to 200 like view boost, which really helps in the grand scheme of things, you know. But also with, you know, a lot of people want more lifestyle content, and a lot of you guys gave me great feedback on that day in the life. Well, really not a vlog, but it was just like a day in the life, kind of like curated video. And I know a lot of people really love vlogs, but for me, outside of like Christmas, vlogs, first of all, my life is boring. Vlogs aren't really applicable to my lifestyle at the moment, but I like kind of doing that kind of curated setup like I did with that video, because I feel like it's still cozy. you still get a peek into my life. I can still show you different things. But I don't have to travel to another city to do it. So that's kind of where I am. I would love to do more lifestyle content because I know you guys really like that. Y'all like getting a peek into my life, even though my life is so boring. But I feel like I have to find a different way to give it to you guys because vlogging just for my lifestyle is not feasible. It will be at some point. But then also, I'm still putting in money into getting my car fixed because, oh God, the car situation here has been a whole... We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that another day, y'all. I will just say this. 4 cars, including my car, have either been busted up to the point that it needs a new transmission or totaled within the last year. And I'm not legally allowed to drive. So it wasn't me. I'm gonna let y'all put that together because I'm not in the house alone. I ain't gonna get in trouble talking about it. So I'm gonna let y'all put 2 and 2 together on that one. Okay, so verdict on this conditioner. I really like this conditioner. This one right here, I feel like is the most rinse out conditioner texture out of all of them. I feel like if you detest how thick the intensive is, even though this is marketed to like Curlies, you know, I feel like this definitely is probably going to be a lot better for people that need more slip. I always try to remind you guys of this, like whenever a product is that much richer in texture, like it's going to sacrifice some slip. And especially if you don't have any water in your hair, you know, you're really not going to get any slip from it. And that's just the nature of the texture of the product. This one, I feel like is going to be way better for people that struggled with the intensive conditioner. I feel like if you're trying Pattern for the first time, don't just make the assumption that the intensive is the way to go. I feel like if you want something thick, go with the heavy conditioner because that one, even though it's really heavy, it kind of melts into the hair and it still has really good slip if you do have water in your hair. And then this one definitely is not too thin. It spreads beautifully. This one does have cones in it. I'm not necessarily bothered by that, but just for those of you that want to know. But this has a lot of like jojoba, avocado, castor, olive, tea tree, coconut. Like there's a lot of different really good ingredients in this as well. And I find that Pattern does not give me buildup. I'm definitely buildup prone, and Pattern does not give me buildup. So just for those of you that wonder. Yeah, I like that. It's very hydrating. So basically part of the reason why I'm kind of over conditioning, which is something that I don't really do. I don't really suggest that you guys do it either. It's a bit of a waste of time just because rinse out conditioners are formulated to coat the hair. But your girl, because she's been feeling like garbage, let a protein conditioner sit in her hair too long. And yeah, my hair been acting a little wild, so I'm kind of over conditioning because I'm like trying to, I don't know, kind of combat the big mistake that I made because my hair has been very, very hard. It hasn't gotten to the point of being brittle, but it's been very hard and it's taken several washes to correct. So don't do that. Basically, the only reason that happened was because if you don't follow me on Instagram, I'm going to use the Juicy Curls one, just so y'all know. Because it smells good. It smells like bubble gum, so that's why I'm going to use it. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you don't know that I've been having horrible time with one of my wisdom teeth. I only have 2 of my wisdom teeth. I had 2 of them removed a while ago, back in college. I didn't have the other 2 removed because they weren't causing any problems. They weren't impacted. And we was trying to save money because dental work is expensive. And that's part of the reason why I haven't had anything done yet. But, you know, waiting for my payouts. That's the only thing. Like, if you want to do YouTube full time, there's definitely sacrifices that have to be made in terms of when and how you spend your money, because it's not like, you know, you're getting a check every week, right? So I make good money, which is why I can do this. Really, Ellie? But when things pop up, you know, I have to kind of take some time, analyze what I got in my savings, and then kind of go from there, you know? But the other issue was that I didn't realize that my insurance apparently doesn't cover extractions unless you have 3 teeth removed. I don't need 3 teeth removed. So I'm just sitting here like, I'm paying for insurance and it literally does nothing except give me cleanings. That's all. So then basically having to go under the impacts of, I'm not going to be able to do this insured, because what I need done is not going to be covered. And so I'm going to have to pay out of pocket for it, which is ridiculous because, like, I probably would have been able to afford it if I needed to have 3 teeth taken out of my head. But I am not about to turn into a big old gummy because my insurance is trash. So there's that. Y'all hear Ellie out there crying. Now when she wasn't here, she was crying. Now she's out there and she's crying. So that's been the situation, y'all. Like, it's been killing me. Like, my face has just been on fire. I haven't been able to sleep in my bed. I've had to sleep downstairs on the couch so that I can sit up. Because the headboard that I have, there's a gap in it. And so it's kind of impossible for me to sit up without all the pillows falling behind my headboard, which is really annoying. So I've had to sleep downstairs. So when I'm on here and I look exhausted, like I kind of am, like I haven't really been sleeping. Like, I'll sleep for an hour or two and then things will start to hurt again and it'll wake me up and I'll stay awake long enough for it to kind of subside, and then I go back to sleep, and that's pretty much been it. Last night is the first night in a while that I've been able to actually lay my head down and just sleep. A lot of the emergency dental options basically aren't emergency dental options. Most of the ones in my area are open only 2 to 3 days a week. They don't accept walk-ins, and the majority of them, pretty much everybody I contacted can't take me until I think the 17th of November, which I have a bunch of doctor's appointments that day, so it's going to have to come like the day after, because I can't skip those either, because that's like my medication stuff, so I have to do that. But I'm just like, why do I have to wait so long to get this fixed? So I have an appointment. It's just very far away. The good thing is that I know I'll have all the money I need to get it fixed. The bad thing is that I feel like by the time I get in there, I'm probably gonna also need a root canal. And I only say that because, like, when things really start to hurt, I start getting twitching in my face, and I feel like I'm probably gonna need a root canal. I have nerve issues anyway. And for a period of time in high school, I was actually getting nerve blocks in the back of my head. So I have nerve issues anyway, so this tooth is really setting that off because I haven't had those in a while. I haven't gotten an actual nerve block in a while, so it's been a lot. So if you see me on here looking a little strugglish, I am kind of struggling. I just had to hit up a brand that I've been working with. I'm like, hey, yeah, I haven't been able to touch, like, it's the skincare video that I've been telling you guys about. And I've been trying to film this video, but it's literally like been excruciating to touch my face. And my dentist put in some like 800 ml ibuprofen for me, and that's finally like keeping the swelling down so I can actually like touch my face. And they were like, this should keep you, they're like, this should hold you over until you can finally get in there, you know. But I mean, I feel like it really shouldn't. We'll see. I feel like a lot of dentists really be trying to get all the money they can out of you, because when I had these 2 teeth removed, they didn't even have to cut them out. Like, they weren't impacted or anything. So they literally just gave me local anesthetic and pulled them. But if there's nerve damage, then they'll probably have to do a root canal, so that will probably be more money. So we'll see. As long as I have enough money to get the couple of things that I want during Black Friday. So I know that's so not important in the grand scheme of things, but like Black Friday makes me happy. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I feel like this last month, like usually October is like my month. Like y'all know my birthday was on the 23rd. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes, by the way. And so October is my month. It's my season. It's my love. And so whenever October comes around, I just feel like the baddest bitch in the room. Like October is my month. This October, y'all, I was struggling. It was like one thing after the other. My computer, like all this other stuff going on. Like, it was a mess. It's just been like definitely like a weird vibe, like a dark cloud. I don't know what it is, but I'm not the only person that was feeling it. It was like everybody I talked to was literally like, girl, like everything that could go wrong has been going wrong. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, me too. So if y'all have been feeling that way, it's not just you. I don't know, just something in the water ain't been clean. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on. If you guys see me looking like kind of weird, that's what it is. Thankfully, what my dentist has me on is like keeping things good. I've been able to sleep more, but I've really just like had to do a lot of like midday sleeping because nighttime is when it really gets like the worst. But when I do like get this taken out after my appointment, I will let y'all know because I'm high-key probably gonna sleep for like 2 or 3 days. So if y'all don't see me after that, I'm gonna try not to do that because I know Black Friday coming up and that's like running right into Black Friday and Thanksgiving time. It's a horrible time to have to get your teeth done because I'm trying to eat. I'm trying to eat. But I will let you guys know. I will probably try to have just pre-filmed content already scheduled for you guys because I'm probably gonna dip for a few days, real talk. So just so y'all know, when it gets that time, I'm not dead. I'm just recovering. So I'm gonna go ahead, put a plastic cap on this, and heat up my Glow by Day cap, and then I'll come back and give you guys the final results, and we'll just wrap this up. All right, y'all. So here we are. And my hair feels so much better. This is the best that it has felt in like a week and a half. So I'm really happy with this. Like my hair really like, my wash and goes haven't really been coming out the same since I did that, like since I had that issue. It hasn't really been feeling like itself. The only like pro but also slightly con is that like my curls have been really, really tight because I left that protein on way too long. So the curls have like been popping, but they've been hard. They've been struggling, but they've also been like popping to the point where like I've actually had to start stretching my hair out on each wash day because like I just overdid it. So this feels a lot better. If you haven't tried the Juicy Curls mask, I don't know if it's still up on the She Sent It website because I know that it is seasonal. Y'all know I never did get the gel. I need to see if the gel is still up there because there are a few new gels from She Sent It and Curl Origin that I need to get, and every time I would go to order them, other things came up that I had to take care of. Y'all know how it be. So yeah, that is it for this wash day. I think this definitely gave me what I needed. My hair feels a lot better and I don't feel like I have been laid out for the last 48 hours. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching. I will have all of these products listed in the description box below if you want to be able to refer to them, and make sure you stay tuned for my pattern custard review because I'm super excited about that. Thanks so much for watching and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.